students, in previous parts we have discussed about the graphical presentation of ungrouped data. There are various types of graphs which are used for graphical presentation of ungrouped data. Say bar graph, line graph, pie diagram and pictogram. There are many types of bar graph also. We have discussed already all these types. Say horizontal bar graph, vertical bar graph, simple bar graph, stack bar graph or subdivided bar graph, then multiple bar graph, or it is also called group bar graph, then percentage bar graph and deviation bar graph. Now in this part we will discuss about the graphical presentation of group data. Group data means when the raw scores are arranged in class interval frequency distribution or score frequency distribution, then it is called group data. Now there are four types of graphs for presenting group data. One is histogram, second is frequency polygon, third is cumulative frequency graph, then cumulative percentage frequency graph. Now firstly we will consider the histogram. Histogram is one type of bar graph, but here the bars are attached to each other. Now let us consider example. Administered a mathematics unit test, then the data is as follows. Plot histogram of this distribution. In given data, class interval and respective frequencies are given, and we have to plot the histogram. So we will go step by step. We will add two extra class intervals, one above and other below the given distribution with frequency 0. So the upper class interval is 37 to 39. So above class interval is 40 to 42, and it take its frequency as 0. Then add other class interval below the given digit is 16 to 18 having frequency 0. Then nextly find out the lower limit of each class. We shortly denote here lower limit as LM. CL means class intervals and F means frequencies of these class intervals. Now lower limit of this first class interval 40 to 42 is 39.5. Then 36.5. Then for 34 to 36 it is 33.5. Then 30.5, 27.5, 24.5, then 21.5, then next is 18.5, and for last class interval the lower limit is 15.5. Decide the title of the graph. So we will decide the title as histogram of mathematical unit test scores. Now draw the coordinate axis on the plane. The horizontal axis is x-axis, vertical axis is y-axis, and their point of the measurement units along the axis. Now we have to plot the histogram. So on one axis we have to take the lower limit of class interval, and on other axis or along other axis we have to take frequencies. We will decide that the lower limit class intervals along x-axis we have taken class intervals with lower limit, and along y-axis we will take frequencies. Mark the point on x-axis as well as on y-axis. Now this class interval is 16 to 18 with frequency 0 and its lower limit is 15.5. 15.5 at point of intersection of two axes. So here 15.5. Now we decide the width of class interval. Say this is a width of each class interval. Then right here the lower limit of next class interval, that means 18.5, then 21.5, next is 24.5, next is 27.5, then next is 30.5, then 33.5, then 37, sorry, then 36.5, and last is 39.5. Now take or mark the frequencies along y-axis. So for this we have to take the scale. The scale along y-axis is 1 unit is equal to 1 frequency point on y-axis. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and draw the bar for each class interval. Now for this class interval, starting interval class interval is 16 to 18. Its frequency is 0. So this is the bar showing for this class interval because its frequency is 0. Now for next class interval, that means 19 to 21, frequency is 3. So consider this point 3 and draw the bar considering lower limit as 18.5 is equal to length of the class interval. This is a bar for class interval 9 to 21. Now next class interval is 22 to 24. Frequency is 5. So consider the point 5 here. Then next class interval is 25 to 27 and its frequency is 8. So consider this point 8. Next class interval is the 8 to 30. Its frequency is 11. So consider the point 11. Then next class interval is 31 to 33. Frequency is 6. So consider this point 6. Then class interval is 34 to 36. So consider the lower limit 33.5 and its frequency is 4. So take a point at 4. Then next class interval 37 to 39, its frequency is 3. So take this point as 3. And the last class interval is 40 to 42. Its frequency is 0. So mark this point as, or there is no need to showing the bar for last class interval because we have taken it is an extra class interval. It is not included in your given data. Now this type of bar is called histogram. The width of each class interval is same and which is equal to length of the class interval. Here the length of each class interval is 3. That means this width shows length of the class interval, and the height of bar shows corresponding frequency. That means we can say that for each class interval, the length of bar proportional to the frequency of that corresponding class interval, and width of each bar is same, and which is equal to length of the class interval. In this way we can draw the histogram of class interval frequency. When we draw this histogram, we follow the steps. Firstly, we add two class intervals with frequency 0, one above the given distribution and other is below the given distribution. Then we find the lower limit of each class interval. Then we draw the axis and mention the measurement unit. That means we have mentioned class interval along x-axis and frequencies along y-axis. Then we mark the point on x-axis as well as on y-axis. X-axis shows the lower limit of each class interval. Y-axis shows frequency of each frequencies of the class intervals. And then we draw the bar, respective bar, considering the frequency and lower limit of the class interval. In this way we draw the histogram. If we consider in this graph the midpoint of each class interval, say here midpoint, if we consider the class interval 19 to 20, then its midpoint is 20. So if we mark this point with 23, that means x coordinate is 20 and y coordinate is 3. That means we can say that here midpoint comma frequency, like this. If we take these points midpoint comma frequencies, and if we plot the respective points, then join the points with straight lines, we get frequency polygon. Extra class interval is 16 to 18. Its midpoint is 17. So this is first point. Then second point is at 20, 3. Then next point 23.5. Like this, if we plot the points, and join these points by straight line, then this figure is called, or this graph is called frequency polygon. It is a polygon, and the first graph is histogram, but it is not necessary to draw the histogram. You can draw frequency polygon independently. We will discuss it in next part. In this way, in this part we have discussed how to draw histogram of given distribution. That means here the class interval frequency distribution is given. In next part we will consider histogram, but when the score frequency distribution is given.